boys and girls, we are going to continue talking about dividing whole numbers today. So this paper was in your packet, and I want to kind of stand a little close so I can talk to you about it before we start working in our books. Oops. Okay. So this is some important vocabulary for you to understand this week. Obviously, we're talking about division. Okay? So division is an operation that finds how many things are divided equally into groups. That's what we were talking about yesterday. We're talking about equal groups, okay? Not just groups. So you're also going to see the next three words a lot. Divisor, dividend, and quotient, okay? Quotient you may have heard before. It is the answer to a division problem, all right? So just like we have a product is the answer to a multiplication problem, and the sum is an answer to an addition problem, a quotient is an answer to a division. Difference is answer to subtraction, okay? So that's what quotient means, just an answer to your division problem, all right? The divisor, okay, the number that does the dividing. The divisor is what you're dividing by. Your dividend is the number that's being divided. What is being divided? So that's the dividend, okay? So those words are going to be words that we're going to use and we're going to see a lot. So this paper can be put in your math journal so you can refer to it in case you forget the difference in some of these terms, all right? So now we're going to be in our book. We are in our module 1 through 9 book, and we are on page 34, okay? So we're on page 34 of our book. This is with lesson 1. And in your book, you can see this a little better than you can just listening to me. So I want you to make sure you're following along on page 34 as we talk about this page. All right. So one thing, just like how we've been talking about subtraction and addition and multiplication models, we're also going to be looking at some division models. So it's important for us to recognize what division will look like if it's in a model or in a picture illustration, okay? So there are times where we may be given a division problem, like you just saw on that sheet, 20 divided by 5 equals 4. And we need to be able to say which of these shows that. So that's what we're going to practice today. Now, just like I said with the other ones, drawing a model may not be the strategy that you use to solve your problems, okay? We talk about really big numbers in 5th grade, so we probably wouldn't use that strategy a lot as far as drawing it out, but it is important for us to understand what that would look like, okay? So today we are going to draw one out for us to see, but then keep in mind, you know, this might not be a strategy that would be very good for you to use all the time because it is time consuming. All right, so number 1 says, a local theater group is performing a musical. The members arrange 105 chairs in 5 equal rows for the audience. How many chairs are in each row? So it says draw a rectangular array to represent the situation. All right, and one thing I would like to do is think about what this division problem may be, okay? I know I've got 105 chairs, and it says I'm putting them in 5 equal rows. So I could write that 105 divided by 5, and I'm going to find my answer. Can you guys see that? Oh, there we go. So all I did was just write 105 divided by 5. Okay, I'll try to bring that down. There we go. So if we're going to draw a rectangular array to represent this, the thing that I like to keep in mind is, first of all, how many groups are we dividing this into, or what is the divisor? And the divisor here is 5. So one way I like to do it is just make my 5 groups, okay? And I'm going to make my groups in a row like that so I can see them kind of neatly. Okay? Now, remember when we were working with our pipe cleaner and our cubes and we were herding our sheep in our video? Okay, that's kind of what we're doing, except this is a much larger number that we're working with because we have 105 chairs to put in 5 groups. So, but if we need to represent this with the model, this is how we would do it. So we've got 5, and I'm not, and then I'm just going to keep going. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 67, 68, 69, 70. 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! Okay, so like we said, this strategy probably isn't the one we're going to pick first because that took a long time, okay? But like I said, it's important for us to be able to recognize that and know what that would look like. For us to figure out how many, we're going to have to figure out how many are in one row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 chairs. Now this also makes me think about how multiplication relates to division. Alright, so not only does 105 divided by 5 equal 21, but I know that 21 groups of 5 or 5 groups of 21 is going to give me 105. So we can always work backwards and talk about those. Okay, so it says how does our rectangular array represent the situation? So we can say that we have our 5 rows of 105 total chairs. That's kind of sloppy. Okay. All right. So how many groups of 5 did we make? Well, we know we made 21. So we counted, 21, 21, 21. But remember, we've got 5 groups, 5 rows of 21 or 21 rows of 5. You could look at it both ways. All right. What multiplication equation and related division equation can you write? Oh, well, we already did that. Okay, so 105 divided by 5 is 21. So that tells me 21 times 5 equals 105. Because I can add all those up and get those 105. All right. How are the factors and the product of the multiplication equation related to the dividend, divisor, quotient in the division equation? Okay. All right. So factors and products. So that's saying, sorry, our lights went out. So that's saying again, how is this relating to the multiplication? Remember, when we're multiplying, we have our factors and we have our product, which is the answer. So just like we spoke about at the beginning, okay, the factors in this are the divisor and quotient. And the product is the dividend. So it's just saying what we just did, what we just related right here. Okay? When we were multiplying, we had 21 and 5. And they were our factors, 21 times 5. So it's saying that's like 5 is what you're dividing by, and 21 is your quotient or your answer to your division problem. So how many chairs are in each row? 21 chairs. Okay, so for your homework tonight, you're just going to do number 1 on page 13. That's all I want you to do is number 1. Number 1 is asking you to do something like what we just did at the top. The number is not quite as large though, and I want you to do all the parts of number 1, and that's what we'll talk about tomorrow.